Hello my darlings, and welcome to my Sigil spell bag series. Each month I create a unique magic sigil that you can use for your own spell work. In this video, we will create some sigil magic to protect your possessions from theft and transfer the sigil onto a spell bag. Let's do some magical crafting. To begin creating the magical sigil, I start with the magical intention. I write this out as a positive phrase. I've chosen a very direct statement. My belongings are protected from theft. Do not try to combine too many ideas into a single sigil. It's best to have one single clear intent that represents your true will. When writing your statement, it should always be positive and immediate. My belongings are protected, rather than will be protected. The universe will work best to manifest an outcome that's immediate, rather than phrasing it as a goal for the future. I remove all vowels, leaving only consonants. Consonants are the manifesting sounds. If a consonant is repeated, I use it only one time. Next, I combined the letter shapes into a sigil. This typically takes me between 3 to 6 steps to get a final outcome that I'm really happy with. You do not have to settle for the first result that you get unless you like it on the first try. This process is a creative and intuitive one. There's no right or wrong way to do this part. I like to make my sigils as symmetrical as possible because symmetry is pleasing to my eye, but that's a personal choice and not a rule. This sigil did not come out symmetrical, but I did decide to stack the letter groupings to make the sigil fit inside a square. As I work, I focus my intention and put my energy and will into the creation of the sigil. There are several methods for creating sigils, and I've created videos and worksheets for many methods. If you'd like to download this worksheet, please visit Magical Crafting on Patreon at the link below the video. My patrons can download recipes, Book of Shadows pages, artwork, and more, all provided as PDFs, and I continue to add new downloadable content as I do more projects on the channel. This sigil is meant to be shared. Feel free to use it on any magical workings you do to protect your belongings. It will also be transferred onto spell bags for my patrons and for my Etsy shop. And so I scanned the sigil in and worked in Photoshop to create a digital version of it. I'll use this digital version of the sigil to create a custom rubber stamp. While I waited for the custom stamp to arrive, I had time to prepare my muslin bags. I measured the width of the bag and then cut pieces of heavy cardstock to fit inside. Then I rounded the corners of the cardstock so they could slide into the bags easily. My muslin bags are ready to be stamped when the custom stamp arrives. And here's the custom stamp I ordered. I'll use a screen printing inspired process to transfer the sigil onto the muslin spell bags. I placed down a piece of baking parchment and some orange fabric paint. Then I used an ink roller to apply the fabric paint onto the stamp and then onto the spell bag. I'm excited to announce a new Sigil Spell Bag Patreon tier. Sigil Spell Bag patrons will receive all of the monthly printable rewards that I create, a monthly pen pal card with stickers and a note from me, along with a new Sigil Spell Bag tucked inside their pen pal card each month. My patrons will also get to weigh in on what sigils I create for future bags. If you'd like to become a Sigil Spell Bag patron, I'll put a link in the description below. I also used a fine tip paintbrush to touch up some of the imperfections in the stamping. Because I stamp each bag by hand, the stamping on each spell bag comes out a little bit different and has some imperfections. You can fill this spell bag with any herbs, petitions, or crystals you like to protect your belongings from theft. I've chosen 3 stones: snowflake obsidian, black tourmaline, and clear quartz. I've also chosen 3 herbs: sage, cumin seeds, and juniper berries. Other protective stones and herbs you might consider include salt, obsidian, smoky quartz, bay leaves, or black pepper.